calling the meeting to order, regular board meeting to be held April 14th, 2022, Village Hall. The time is 7:10 p.m. Important notice. Due to COVID-19 social distance recommendations and in consideration of the health of the Village of Dixmoor residents, and that based upon the executive orders issued by Governor J.B. Pritzker of the state of Illinois to promote the fullest public participation, the meeting will have both a physical and virtual component, and to join the meeting virtually, see the information below. In the event the Zoom link does not work, a quorum of the corporate authorities will be in person at the Village Hall campus. Please note that public comment will be allowed at the meeting, and the public will be invited to make any comments as provided for in the agenda. Until public comment is called, all persons who are not members of the Board of Trustees shall mute themselves until the public comment portion of the meeting, so as to allow the Board of Trustees to conduct the business of the village. Persons wishing to submit electronic public comments shall email said comments to Clerk Juanita Darden at clerk@villageofdixmoor.org no later than 1 hour before the start of the meeting.
So the meeting is now called to order. Roll call, please.
Trustee Smith?
Present.
Trustee Mitchell?
Here.
Trustee Tyson? Trustee Muse?
Present.
Trustee McFadden?
Here.
Trustee Webster?
Here.
5 present, 1 absent. Pledge of allegiance.
And I would like for everyone to mute their phones, please. We now have a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
we now have a prayer. Lord Jesus, I once more come to say thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank you for allowing us to be here on tonight to take care of the village business. Lord, I ask you to continue to conduct this meeting. Let us continue to love on one another. And most of all, let us continue to do the right things for the people of this village. Let us just continue, Lord Jesus, to move forward and move straight and continue to be with us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Departmental commentary, Mr. Butler.
Just want to make a brief announcement. We had some plans that were submitted to us by the corporate office of August. We haven't seen them as of yet. We plan to do some work over this year to totally rehab that location and do some work on the outside. So we're looking forward to the new face of our town center. That's it.
That's it. Okay, Mr. Darden couldn't be here tonight. Again, he's going to be seeking to bring on some seasonal guys. So we'll be bringing it back to the board's attention. The treasurer, he on Monday night, he gave the total for the bill list. Trustee Smith, do you have it?
He said, yeah, we all have it. Let me pull it up.
I mean, you can tell us the amount, once we get down to
Yeah.
7B.
Well,
So, there's no other department heads here right now, and the chief also, he could not make it tonight, unless he's on Zoom. Could you check the name and see if the chief on Zoom?
Yes, I'm here, President.
Okay, Chief, did you have a report you want to give tonight?
I think I'll hold off to the next meeting, Mayor. I can add that we did go through with getting our computers installed in our cars, and I want to thank the board for that, and also you, Mayor.
Okay, sir, thank you. Okay. Bring us to item 6.
Citizens' comments. I don't think she sent.
Hold on, wait a minute, because see, really you was supposed to send it in.
Would you like me to ask on Zoom?
I didn't hear.
You supposed to send your comment in if you want to make a comment. You supposed to send it in to the clerk.
Oh, well, how are we supposed to know that?
It's on the
Supposed to
agenda.
know that. I just have a statement about the Zoom situation.
Yeah,
You don't have one?
Oh, I have one from Yarber. She says, many residents on Marshfield would like to suggest that the village send a request to residents of Bixmore regarding street safety, noise nuisance. All vehicles should travel at a speed limit of 20. We would like to see a few speed bumps installed on Marshfield. No loud vibrating boom music, no fireworks after 9 p.m., maybe with the exception of July 4th. Please refrain from barbecuing/grilling on the front yard. Periodically, we would like an update sent to all residents regarding the many needs repairs in the village, burn house cleanup on Marshfield, sites where pipes busted this winter, ground dig up on Marshfield. It would be helpful to have a quarterly village newsletter updating residents about the plans of digging.
Is anyone else on line 8?
Yes, sir. There are other people on the line. Shall do the routine real quick.
Yes,
If you're a
please.
member of the public on Zoom and want to participate in public comment, please unmute yourself now and announce yourself. Hearing none.
Okay, so to kind of piggyback on what you just read concerning Marshfield, the Public Works Department is out working. We have the equipment to get the job done. We will be cleaning up Marshfield. We also have new equipment to actually get the block clean. We are now putting in, and we will be receiving a grant to do the sidewalks and the street that the Public Works has cut up to get to the water mains. So we will be doing that as soon as possible, just to let the residents know on Marshfield. And we will be cleaning it up, around the town all together. Concerning the abandoned homes, we're trying to have the attorney to get set up where once we cut the abandoned homes, we can also place liens on the properties and have permission to go through to get them cut. We boarded up probably about 6 homes around here.
Yes.
So the building department have been out also boarding up as well with the, and we have been, removing the squatters out because we had some of them where they had jumped wires, jumped the ComEd pole and ran their own electric. And ComEd said it shouldn't have been on, so we asked ComEd if it's not supposed to be on, then you should turn it off. And they did come by and they checked and they said, no, we didn't run this service. These was lines that was ran by whoever is in there. So they clipped the lines, the houses had no water. The one house that burned on Marshfield, the village was gonna go over there and, finish cleaning up, but the family asked us to stop. They said they wanna clean it themselves. So we have to allot them enough time to get the property clean. The village can't just go over there and do it like that, without the family's permission, because they the owners of the property. But what we can do is get them citations for not having it cleaned. But they are cleaning it up. They did have a dumpster. The village had the first blue dumpster over there because we was going to clean it up. But then the family said they didn't want the village to clean it up because, of course, if the village cleaned it up, they had to place a lien on the property. So the family did bring a red dumpster over there, and it was out there last week cleaning up. So I spoke with the family again on yesterday, and they said they will be back this weekend to try to finish up the job. So prayerfully they'll do it. You have to allot them enough time before the village can just go in and do it themselves. We have another burnout on Circle Drive that's been there now right at a year. So the attorney is working on that one as we speak, so we can go in and finish demolishing and clean that one up. We have another one that burned out right across the street from that one on Circle Drive. From what I understand, the house fell back on taxes, so we don't know who owned it, but the attorney is looking into that one so we can go through to clean that one up, because we don't need these abandoned homes as well as burnouts in the town. The village is going to move forward. We're going to clean the town up. And my thing is always believe in when you're doing work, have fun doing it, and do it the right way, the legal way. So that's where we are with that. And again, the streets will be clean. A newsletter will be coming out between now and May. We will have our newsletter out for everyone between now and May.
And also, Mayor,
Yes, trustee?
and what we will do probably sometime in June or July, what we did last year, we had the cleanup day for the village, but we're gonna ask more residents to participate, because we had people cleaning up on their blocks, but we didn't get a lot of cooperation, because we drove around. So we will be doing that, and we're gonna be asking the residents to participate.
Yes, so we will try to do that at least 2 or 3 times this year. Some residents was complaining about the garbage cans being out front. I mean, I got a lot of complaints with that, so the code enforcers enforcing it now, where they will have to move their garbage cans back in after a certain time, after it's dumped. So
That's
we started enforcing that. Of course, the code enforcer, he can go out writing tickets right immediately. What I asked him to do was go and just get them a warning first. Then after the warning, if they do it again, then, you may have to give them a ticket. It's hard out here now. We can't just, I don't believe in beating the residents and beating nobody over the head. We're living in a hard time right now. And again, wherever we can help, feel free to call up here and let me know. So what we'll do now, after speaking on the young lady's comment from Marshfield, we will be addressing that. We are addressing it now. So we just continue to move forward on that. We had no one else for citizens comment, but we can allow 2 minutes if someone would like to speak, and we'll go from there.
Hi, everyone. Alita Evans. I just want to know about the Zoom meeting, because you all changed the password. Why you all keep changing the password? It kind of makes us a little difficult for the residents to join in on the meeting when you have a different passcode every meeting. So is it possible that you could just kind of get one password so we can also, the residents can get involved? That's fine.
Yes, that's possible. Nate,
Yes, sir.
so with the Zoom, this question is for you and Mr. Kimani. How do we go about just keeping a one password?
So the way I've been to Zoom, and I'm open to other ways to do it, that's just the way we've been doing it so far. We have to schedule what's called a meeting, which is what we're in right now. Every time we schedule a meeting, the Zoom program automatically generates a new meeting ID, a new website link. I've actually shut off the password, so there's no password to log in. You do need to know the correct meeting number, though. That's the meeting ID that Ms. Evans is talking about, or the link.
Okay.
So every time I schedule a meeting, it automatically generates a new one. I can look into the possibility of reusing old ones, but I know we've had technical difficulties with that in the past, so I can't make any promises.
The reason I ask that is because with the previous administration, we always had the same passcode and the same meeting ID, and it made it easier for us to get involved with the meeting. That's why I asked. And I noticed that with Robbins, it's the same thing, same passcode, same password,
Well,
and
I
the
know
same meeting ID.
From the previous administration, we ain't always had the same passcodes because
Okay.
it was times where we couldn't get in, but, you know, what we're gonna do is move forward, see if we can, keep the same passcode and,
And
you know,
meeting ID.
we'll go from there. Yes, ma'am, no problem.
If I may speak to that, Mr. Mayor, I can definitely look into that. I just wanted to clarify that the meeting ID number, links, and so forth are automatically generated by Zoom itself. So that's not something that we're deliberately doing. We'll take a look into the system and see if there's a way to make that static so it stays the same between meetings and go forward from there.
Okay, sir, thank you. Yes, ma'am?
Good evening all, my name is Lissa and I have 3 questions. I see here about the hiring of 3 part-time police officers. How many full-time police officers do we currently have?
Right now, you have 6 of them.
6, okay. And what's the situation with the code red calls? I have called twice to be put on that list. And I'm
What?
not, the code red calls, as they've been known in the past, where if there's an alert about, well, like the water issues
Right.
and so on. I have yet to receive a call, but I've spoken to Ms. Darden at one point and another lady in the office. And they've taken down my phone number, but I have yet to receive any calls.
Well, only time you'll probably receive a call, well, I don't know when they took your number down, but the only time you'll receive a call is if we have some type of emergency or something like that. So if they have your number, then you're in the system.
Okay, but I know of other people who are near me and they get calls, but I do not.
Okay, well, what you can do, if you want, you can leave your number. You can give us your number now, and we'll make sure that your number is in the system.
Okay, do you want it verbally or shall I write it down?
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah,
Write it down because it will go out over
It's
there.
gonna be checked.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and lastly, I heard some exciting news that our governor may be here tomorrow. Is that true?
Not our governor. No, not our governor. Our governor will not be here tomorrow. I went down to Springfield with board's permission. I went down to Springfield. I did speak with the governor and some more higher ups. So tomorrow, Tony Pretwinkle will be here, Deborah Sims, and also Robin Kelly.
I'm sorry, the last name?
Robin Kelly.
Okay.
Is that open to the public?
Pardon me?
Is that open to the public?
We may be outside. I don't know.
Outside, okay.
Far as everybody coming inside, if it's inside, no, it won't be open to the public. I don't think. Because, see, again, what we got to understand is that when this building was built, there's no returns. There's no returns in here. The ventilation in this building is no good. And I'm just going to say that, I'm going to be straight. If you look in the ceiling right there where it's supposed to be return vents, you can't see nothing but the ceiling of the roof. So whoever did the rehab on this building, we found out they did a very poor job. I don't know where funds went or whatever, but I do have the state looking into it because I feel that the citizens has been cheated big time. The walls are pretty much hollow. So it's a real issue here in this building. This building carries a very strong issue. And again, I have the state, I already informed them, I've been talking with the state as well as the county, because I feel that it's wrong that this took place. So, anyone else from the public would like to? Yes, ma'am.
I am Elizabeth Hampton, a resident on Marshfield,
Yes, ma'am.
and my concerns is, Mayor, I think we've been very lenient with that family about that house. I think you should give them a deadline. That is terrible. The debris is falling, coming all over our community. We have to pick it up. I think the residents have been very lenient with that family, you know, considering. Why can't the village give them a deadline to clean it up?
Well, we can give them a deadline to clean it up, but again, we can't just, you know, the house has been what, about a month now? It's been about a month. And you can't just go in and just take over like that. We can't do that. And then, you know, consideration of the resident that was living there passed away. So I'm not saying that, you know, I just have like, you know, a little leniency and, you know, where I don't want to just go in and jump on the one. They just lost their mom. And it happened in that house, unfortunately. But when I did talk to them, they did come out and start showing that they're going to be cleaning and they're going to be moving stuff around. They're going to be back over there again, probably tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, to try to finish up a lot of it. It's a lot. She left a lot over there. It was a lot there. So I don't know. Give me a second. Attorney, is you on the line?
Sorry, yes. Yes.
Okay, so this is Attorney Tiffany from the Delgado Group. So we had a burnout probably last month. I want to say it's been about a month and a couple weeks. So with the family, what can we put a time frame on the family removing the rest of the home and debris, or how would we go about doing that?
There are procedures. Is the house condemned? Is it going
Yes,
to be
it is.
demolished?
It's pretty much no longer standing. The family did come out last week and removed a lot of it. So they're supposed to be back out this weekend, but I was trying to see, you know, about having them to come out much quicker, if possible, or could we put a timeline on it?
I think you could probably put a timeline on it in the sense of telling them that you're going to put a timeline before the village goes to court to get an order of demolition. And the village takes it over themselves potentially, demolishes the property, or demolishes the remaining structure that's on the property. So there's a whole procedure to be able to, you know, for the village to be able to abate that nuisance. There is a chance that it's an emergency and there could be an emergency abatement, but I think we would need to do a little bit of research on it and get a little bit more facts. So we can certainly report back to you, but there is some sort of timeline that you can put on before you tell them that that it can be, or, you know, that they have to demolish it. So essentially what I'm saying is that you can tell them, listen, it's going to be you get 2 weeks before we're going to start our own proceedings. Now, sometimes the proceedings in court can take a little while. Sometimes they can go quickly. It usually takes a little while, though, you know, sometimes a couple months, unless, again, it's an emergency. So there's a few facts that we would need to look at. We would need to probably have some structural reports and so on and so forth to get to that point.
Okay. Do me a favor, look into that. Board of you all online. We have Delgado Group to look into it.
What's the address of the property?
The address to the property, I believe, is 142 39, I believe. 37. I think it's 142 37. 142 37 Marshfield.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our office will look into it. In the meantime, If you could send us over any sort of information that you guys have on it, any reports from the fire department, from the fire, or I understand that the person that lived there had just become deceased in the place.
Deceased, yes.
So any other reports you may have that would be helpful to us to figure out the timeline and how quickly it could be done.
Okay, great. And what we'll do tomorrow, probably about 12 o'clock, I'll get you that information, the family's information.
Okay.
As well as I give you Mr. Pete McCain to get the fire report if you guys need that also.
Yes, please, and if you could copy Nate on that as well. And we'll get, our office will take a look at all this.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
my next concern is the village ordinance still in place?
Which one?
About the loud music after, the firecrackers and the gunning of the motors and all that.
So,
After hours, 2 o'clock in the morning. Last year, I called the police station, I don't know how many times, for the loud music and the firecrackers after 1 o'clock.
that, and I the last time we did an ordinance, and I was against the ordinance. An ordinance was put in place to allow the people to play their music loud up until 2 o'clock in the morning.
They came?
That's what the ordinance said. So that's one of the ordinances that I'm revisiting because I don't feel we should be disturbed at all. That's just me. But I know at 9 o'clock, it should be off. That's just my take on it. So what we will do is revisit that particular ordinance because if people can play their music up to 12, 1, and 2 o'clock, it don't make no sense having an ordinance in place.
And those firecrackers. I called several times this last holiday, debris all in my front yard up to my front door. There should be some kind of ordinance. I don't think the residents should be annoyed at 2 o'clock in the morning in our privacy of our home, that we have to listen to all that boom boom noise and the gunning of these motors after midnight or even before midnight.
I agree.
It's not fair to us.
Yes, ma'am, I agree with you 100%. The firecrackers, our officers was riding around, stopping them, because it's not just where we have to really have an ordinance in place. Firecrackers and fireworks supposed to be illegal in the state of Illinois, period. But they're all over. I mean, we can give them
But
tickets.
what's the point of having
All we can do is give them tickets.
And another thing we're gonna have to consider, the speed over there is absolutely ridiculous. I got my car towed up. The truck coming out of my driveway from a guy speeding around the corner. And undoubtedly, my wheels are still on the edge of my driveway, and he hit me. There should be some speed bumps or some guidelines for the speed over there. It's totally ridiculous.
Now, we're gonna have to try to see what funding we can come up with or get and actually put speed bumps down, because this day and age, the signs don't mean nothing. Now, I'm just being honest with you.
Okay, well, where's
Being
our
fair.
security? Do the police
sign-
come over there at any point? And
Yes, the police do circulate. They circulate throughout the whole
But
town.
may I say something, Mayor?
Yes, ma'am.
They come over there, but they doing anywhere from 30 to 40. They wouldn't see me if I had to flag them down. I sit there at my kitchen and see them out my front window. They don't stop to see the red light, the police. I've seen them.
Okay, well, I'll be checking on that. I appreciate you
They,
letting me know.
if I needed them in emergency, they wouldn't see me to flag them down.
I'll be checking on it.
Mayor, and
I'll be checking on that, for sure.
If I may, Mr. Mayor, regarding Tony Park people coming tomorrow, what time would that be and will that be on the news?
I don't know if they bringing the news crew with them. We supposed to meet up at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Anyone else? And Mr. Butler, see if we can also have the family, you know, like when the debris is blowing and stuff, see if they can put like one of them, maybe a 4-foot or 6-foot orange fence around and keep the debris from blowing all over there on
That's
the
March
street. You know? Yes, sir, that's where they had the burnout at. Okay, right now, next on the agenda is special. What was it? I'm so sorry. Approval of the minutes.
Mayor, at this time, we don't have any minutes ready, so we can skip the bills.
Approval of the bills.
Okay. The total for the, bills list for today, which is Thursday, April 14th, with no objections, is $231,061.66.
Okay, board, I'm looking for a motion to approve the bills.
I'll make the motion.
Trustee Smith, I will second.
Roll call.
Trustee Muse made the motion. Trustee Smith second.
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell, Trustee
Yeah, she said yes.
Trustee Tyson, Trustee Muse,
Yes.
Trustee McFadden,
Yes.
Trustee Webster.
Yes.
We got 5 yeas and 1
Thanks, board, so move so approved. Okay, there's no special presentations right now. Attorney, did you have any special presentations that need to come forward?
I do not.
Okay.
Okay, considering passing ordinances and resolutions as follows. The first one is approval of an ordinance amending chapter 2, section 2-50 of the village code regarding meeting time for the village of Dixmoor, county of Cook, state of Illinois. They wanted to change the time to
To
6 o'clock.
p.m.
Trustee Smith, I make the motion.
I'll second.
So,
Trustee.
yes, so basically what's going on here, the time will be changed to 6 p.m. That's what the ordinance said, it'll be changed to 6
Yes.
p.m. every second and fourth Thursday of the month. Roll call.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell, Trustee Tyson, Trustee Muse,
Yes.
Trustee McFadden,
Yes.
Trustee Webster.
Yes.
Got 5 yeas, 1 absent. Next on the list, we have approval of an ordinance supplementing chapter 19 of the Dixmoor Village Code, offenses, miscellaneous provisions by including crime-free housing requirements.
I'm gonna, yes, I'm looking for a motion to table that one for right now, board.
Trustee Smith, I make the motion to table.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell, Trustee Tyson, Trustee Muse,
Yes.
Trustee McFadden,
Yes.
Trustee Webster.
Yes.
Approval of an ordinance setting a fee imposed on violations involving trucks.
Trustee,
Go ahead.
Yes.
for
Go ahead.
750.
Go ahead.
Trustee Smith, I make that motion.
I second.
Roll call.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell, Trustee Tyson, Trustee Muse,
Yes.
trustee McFadden,
Yes.
trustee Webster.
Yes.
Got 5 yeas, 1 absent.
Next.
Approval of an ordinance regarding the prosecution of certain municipal offenses for the village of Dixmoor, county of Cook, state of Illinois.
Trustee Smith, I make that motion.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Discussion. Trustee Smith?
A discussion.
Discussion.
Did we, the fee, was it, I thought it was more, or,
No, we can only go up to,
Okay, I
you know,
thought
you
we-
know, like when it come to the, dumping and stuff, you can only go up to, $750 on the dumping.
Okay.
I wish we can
I
go,
thought-
I wish we can go up to 2,500.
okay, well, maybe
Because-
that's what I had going in my
because,
head, that we were,
You know,
that we were making it.
just to let everybody in here know, I wish we can go up to 2,500 on people dumping. Because I have seen people actually ride down the street and throw garbage bags full of garbage out onto our street. Guys ride, they throwing beer bottles out on our street. Dixmoor, we don't need that here. We're not a garbage company. Also, we've been catching guys that's dumping on the back road over there. It costs us so much money to have that cleaned up. It's manpower. It makes no sense. They're not dumping over in Posen, they're not dumping in Midlothian nowhere. We're gonna get our town clean also. And so, I mean, if we,
I think Dalton got an ordinance, dumping ordinance for $7,500.
well, the only way it can go up that high is when it's a certain way you can do it, that the officers can do it where they charge them for so much that they put out, or if they catch them throwing so much out at a time. I don't know how it works, that it be at the, with the ordinance as well as the police discretion on how they can do it, but I'm telling you, it's sickening. I ride around all day picking up garbage. I put it in my personal car or my personal truck because I don't want to see it in the street. And I see kids busting bottles, I have a broom in my truck and I had them to sweep it up because we're not having that out here, I'm sorry. So, and we will be putting a newsletter out on it as well. If I have to go door to door like I did when I ran for office and put a letter on everybody's door, they will be receiving one, it will be enforced.
And also, because we're not home rule,
Well, because you're non-home rule,
Right.
you can't just come right out and say, okay, well, $2,500. You know, you gotta go to $750, but again, yeah, I get a little, and I get on that soapbox when them dump, because we cleaning up too much, and it makes no sense. And it's-
Residents saw the number of tires that were collected and repeatedly
Yeah.
collected.
Yeah, we have collected, this year alone, we have collected over 600 tires. That they just ride, and they just dump them out on fields and dumping them in alleys. We got over 600 tires, but, you know, I thank God I was able to tie into someone over here with the county, and she had me to fill out a grant. I filled the grant out for it. So what's gonna happen, I told the county, we don't need your money. What I need you to do is come and get the tires. So they're gonna send an 18-wheeler out, and they're gonna pick up all the tires that we have out here. It's not about us trying to get money and paying somebody to do it. If they can send their trucks out here to come and get the tires, come and get the tires. I'm happy because it costs $3 per tire to get rid of. That's a lot of money for somebody to just come and dump, and we have to put the bill like that. So,
So can I add there, if residents see something, say something, because it costs all of us. And none of us want to live in a dump. So, yeah, you see people dumping, call the village or call the police department and they'll handle the
you
situation.
can call me if you have to. Because we're not gonna have, we ain't putting up with the garbage, I'm sorry.
and also, Mayor, we just wanted to say, Public Works has done a great job because they did the collecting of those tires.
Yeah. Roll call.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell,
Yes.
trustee Tyson, trustee Muse,
Yes.
trustee McFadden,
Yes.
trustee Webster.
Yes.
5 yeas.
Okay.
Next is discussion, authorization / approval. First item, approval of hiring 3 part-time officers.
Okay, so, this for the three part-time officers, we looking to bring in on board. After things checked out, we only gonna look to bring in 2.
Okay.
The officer didn't make it per, speaking with, HR. So I'm looking for approval for 2 part-time officers.
I motion that we approve those 2.
Pardon?
I make the motion that we approve the 2 officers.
Okay, motion by trustee McFadden,
I'll second that. What was wrong with the third officer?
Trust-
The third officer I can't discuss is,
All right,
I can't discuss it in public. They have to go into closed session.
okay.
Discussion, please.
Yes?
So I know we have officers in the academy. I don't know where they fit in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know right now what's on our roster. So, with that being said, I mean, and I don't think we can get that answer at this moment in time, so, that's my feeling about it at this point.
And, yes, have we lost in
I have a roster, a current roster, and I have that roster to you tomorrow morning, trustee, if it's okay with you, Mayor.
It's okay with me, sir. It's up to the trustees.
It's okay, what did he say? I didn't hear him.
He said he had a roster to you all tomorrow. The ones who don't have a roster of the police department, he'll have it for you on tomorrow.
So these officers that you are trying to bring on, they're part-time, correct?
Yes.
And you said that they would be at will? You know,
They're anybody part-time is at will, trustee.
No, you're saying that if needed, is that
If
what you say
need-
that they're
right.
work?
Right, there were part-time hours. One of your full-timers call off, they'll be able to fill in the slot.
So with the
To cut down on overtime.
Right.
With the permission of the trustees, if we can table it, so we can actually see what trustee Muse asked for, along with, I would like to see the roster. I would also like to see, have we lost any officers, since we did discuss, before that we were hiring those full-timers. We were not looking to get any more officers for a while, because we wanted to work with the other departments to hire a body. So if we could just see, the chief said he will, he will have that for us tomorrow.
Okay, but,
It's up
I mean,
to
it's
the
up,
trustees.
it's up to the board, but the officers, these 2 officers come very highly recommended. So, I mean,
Just to notify the board, we had another guy.
We discussed this on Monday, okay? So tonight is a vote. It's up to the board. Y'all want to table? Table, I don't care to vote.
I'd like to make
It's
a
up to
motion
you all.
to table.
Trustee Smith, I'll second.
Roll call.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Mitchell,
Yes.
trustee Tyson, trustee Muse,
Yes.
trustee McFadden,
No.
trustee Webster.
No.
So you got 3 yeas and 2 noes. Take it to-
Next on the agenda, for,
Hiring.
hiring of a part-time code enforcement clerical worker. Again, we need our code enforcer, Mr. Butler, as well as Mr. Muse, and as well as ourselves to see exactly when, the hours, we need to have hours in place for them, as well as the salary. So I'd like to table that to the next meeting, that we have.
Trustee Smith, I'll make that motion to table until the next meeting.
I'm second.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Mitchell,
Yes.
trustee Tyson, trustee Muse,
Abstain.
trustee McFadden,
Yes.
trustee Webster.
Yes.
Okay, 4 yes, one abstain, one absent.
Approval of 2 hires for a community center. Again, right now, we would need to look more into it. So, I'll be looking for a motion to table.
Trustee Smith, I will table.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Mitchell,
Yes.
trustee Tyson, trustee Muse,
Yes.
trustee McFadden,
Yes.
trustee Webster.
Yes.
5 days and 1 absent.
Okay, and announcements, which is number 11.
But I have
The clerk have any announcement? The only announcement I'll make is that Tiffany Hendrick was sworn in for the township, Thornton Township. She's doing a good job, and we're just looking to move forward. The village is looking forward to working with her and getting things going and getting us back on track. And again, I will be still meeting with state senators and state reps. You don't have to be the state rep or state senator that's over Dixmoor, over this area. They can be over different areas, I found out, and they still can help you because they have a different task. Some is over doing computer systems, some is over water, some is over infrastructure, so they have different tasks that they do. So I pretty much got ties with all of them, and I've been working with them and talking to them, letting them know the needs of the village of Dixon. So, go ahead.
Only other announcement, the village stickers are on sale. The deadline is May 3rd. We will send out a robocall about late days, as well as we'll be open on 2 Saturdays to give residents that can't make it during the week time to come in and purchase their stickers. Trustee Muse have.
Yes, today, myself and trustee McFadden, we met with representatives from GenCare Senior Medical Center, and we went over to their facility, and we were very impressed with their setup and how they are very personable and taking care of seniors. So we are looking to partner with them to do some senior activities. Dates will be forthcoming once we have board approval. And currently, we do have a flyer which is posted in the lobby area. They are having a ice cream social on May 6th from 12 to 2, and it's open to any senior that would like to come. So we have a few extra flyers if any of our residents here would like to have a flyer. So we'll be posting more information about our senior events.
What's the age? I mean, they start, the senior
Senior,
start.
well, I'm gonna say 60.
Okay.
Yeah, 60, so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you go there, I don't think they'll turn you around. I don't think they'll turn the one around.
That go either way.
Okay, so now, board, looking for a motion to go into, closed session. Employment, litigation, real estate, and labor issues.
I'll make the motion.
And trustee Smith will second.
Roll call.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Trustee Mitchell? Trustee Tyson? Trustee Muse?
Yes.
Trustee McFadden?
Yes.
Trustee Webster?
Yes.
5 yeas, 1 absent, and the time is 8:01 p.m.
Go into closed session. Everything is lame. So we're going into closed session, and we would like to know, everyone but the village officials to leave out of the room at this time. Okay, now, so here's the thing, we was in closed session concerning, employment, litigation, real estate, and labor issues. So, basically, I'm looking for a motion now, to make sure that we take care of the, one labor issue, both labor issues, to, pay the 2 labor issues out. The one is the fire, to make sure they get paid. Also to make sure that, the one Officer A, get his, back pay we owe him, for $3,700. So I'm looking for that motion to, take care of them 2 issues. It was already approved, clerk? Okay, okay. Yeah.
I can't hear.
You know what, you stay at home. So them issues have already been addressed and approved, but I just want to make sure that the treasurer take care of them 2 issues tomorrow. So, that's okay with the board, we're fine.
Yes.
So right now, I would like, we're coming out of closed session with items, excuse me. With item, I'm gonna label it as 10A, 10B, and 10C. I just need you guys to pretty much think about that over the weekend, and the special meeting we have, them 3 items, as well as the real estate issue in the special meeting. So that's what we'll be looking to take care of, the special meeting that we will be hosting. As well as passing our 2017 audit.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So right now, right quick, we have our fire liaison, or we can call him a fire chief. We're gonna give him a couple minutes if he has something to say, because he wasn't here. Of course, he was out, and every time you have an emergency, you gotta go. So.
Thank you, sir. I apologize for the delay. Really quick, I know the clock is ticking. Last night, I'm sorry, is Trustee Tyson on?
No.
Okay. We had a fire alarm issue at the community center, so I met with him last night. And we had to get the alarm company out because the alarm would not reset. It was stuck in trouble. That's when there was an issue with one of the detectors. We had one of the representatives from ADT out. Luckily, I had the password. It was like a bunch of miraculous events that led to this getting fixed, hopefully. So, but it's fixed now. One of the problems we found is that the alarm wasn't going anywhere. So the fire alarm would go off and no dispatch center would get it. So we were able to solve that today because there was an issue with the system. So Just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The alarm wasn't going nowhere, but ADT was calling me every night at 2 o'clock in the morning saying they can't respond to the fire system. 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, I found out that was them too. I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, it was tied to me, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, not this again.
But
2 o'clock
now,
in the morning.
yeah, now I gave them the dispatch number for Harvey Fire at Bud's, so they can stop bothering me and you, because I didn't know who it was either. I thought it was a bill collector or something. So,
Thank you.
yes, so that was a miracle of miracles, but,
Right.
and I will hopefully get that fire report for you guys for the Marshfield tomorrow.
Okay.
And is Attorney Caselli coming?
Yes, he'll be back tomorrow morning.
Okay.
He'll be back here tomorrow, so, yes.
All right, cool.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm looking for a more motion to adjourn.
Trustee Smith, make that motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Wait, trustee Smith, motion.
To adjourn.
Okay, second. Okay, trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Mitchell,
Yes.
trustee Tyson, trustee Muse,
Yes.
trustee McFadden,
Yes.
trustee Webster,
Yes.
5 yeas, 1 absent. The time is
Mayor Roberts, yes.
8:42 PM.
Thank you.